Transformation Tuesday. Today we're joined by Dr. Nick Reinhart, a medical doctor from Illinois who is tipping the scales at 350 pounds. He reached out to Charles D'Angelo for help, and in just about a year, he is 150 pounds lighter. Dr. Reinhart, I mean, that is incredible. You knew several other doctors who had success working with Charles who had reached out. So what made you decide it was ultimately time for the change?
Well, I mean, as a physician, I was, seeing a lot of my patients, and some of them were as large as I was, and I was seeing a lot of their chronic medical conditions, like staring me right in the face in the bed. And I thought, boy, in 5 or 10 years, this is going to be me laying in this bed sick with a lot of chronic medical conditions. Honestly, I always felt like I was dying inside my body. Like, as a 38-year-old, I'm thinking, something's got to change. You got to fix this course, or things are not going to go well when I get to be 60. And at home I have three kids, 8, 6, and 3, and a wife. And when you can barely move and get around yourself, and then you're trying to take care of them, it was just like it was time to make a change, and Charles made that happen.
Beautiful. Now, as a doctor, you obviously did have an idea of what to do potentially so what was it that made Charles' program so different and more effective than everything else out there?
Well, I think Charles makes it really simple, and I think that's what it is. Like, once you've kind of decided, like, I'm tired of being overweight, I'm tired of being fat, Charles really simplifies the program. It's about food, exercise, and changing your mindset, most importantly. With the food, it's simple, easy stuff that people eat, and doing that on a regular basis and developing a routine. Same thing with the exercise, doing walking, treadmill stuff, and keeping it really simple, something you can do.
So in your life now, I know you had some medical concerns. So what are some of the positive changes you've seen 150 pounds lighter?
Sure. I mean, I was on 2 blood pressure medications. I have sleep apnea. It's a little bit family history, but my pressures went from super high on my sleep machine down to, like, I don't even know if I really need it anymore. But I'm coldly off my blood pressure meds. That was about 3 to 6 months into the program. I was not on low doses of blood pressure medications, and pretty soon we went to the lowest dose, and then it was, well, I'm getting dizzy because I don't feel good, and I'm checking my blood pressure and it's low, and the doctor says, oh, why don't you just try not having them? And that was an adventure. But I mean, it was awesome not having to do that. I went from a 50-inch waist to, I'm like just under a 36 now. I don't even remember ever being 36-inch waist.
Charles, when you hear someone like Dr. Reinhart who says it's a mindset shift, take us through when you're working with these clients. I mean, how do you shift that mindset where he's able to lose 150 pounds? I mean, that is a huge amount of weight.
So I always tell clients that the dividend is a weight loss. The focus is on consistency and really recognizing that to create lasting change, you've got to see yourself differently. You can't label yourself as a fat or obese person and expect yourself to behave in accordance with being athletic or fit. So the first shift is seeing yourself as you wish to be and starting to change your behavior to make that be in alignment with that belief. If you're in a pattern right now where you have these limiting beliefs, you feel like you can't do it, the way to change that is to change your behavior. When you change your behavior, that will shift the belief because you'll start to get results.
All right, Charles can help you. He's helped thousands of people all across the country. You can learn more at charlesdangelo.com as always, or visit ksdk.com/show me. We'll be right back.